Hello and welcome back to Factorio. Today we are going to iron out some stability in our science production here. Right now we are pretty stable, at least on the novice science. We're pulling 5.8k actual science, and with that we're producing 73k effective science per minute. But in theory, we are able to produce 10k SPM. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this bad boy here. We're just gonna casually make a new one here. Oh, this is not very cleverly placed, actually. Kinda dislike this. Oh, we can't do that either. Okay, let's do... this. Okay. And we need to make sure that we also count the science that's over here. Okay, this is really inconvenient. Also, this amount of flying bot, really inconvenient. Like, I know you're filling up this area, but holy crap. That's a lot of bots going in here. Oh. Okay. So that should now be going in there as well. I'm gonna need to update this. I don't know if 50k is the goal anymore. Let's probably change this to 100. Okay. Right now, we can try and set this to 50k. This is more like a stockpile than anything else, but we should have way more than enough to do this. So how much is actually here? So there should be a ton inside the logistic storage system. Okay, yeah, there is. Okay. Interesting. So these will kind of fill the gaps, which is great. We're gonna see how much we're gonna be able to hit here in a second, but we are not having all the modules that we need. So today will be about finding bottlenecks in this and trying to get this to as close to 10k per stable as possible. This produced should be hitting 10k now. We can, in theory, produce a bit more here. Are we making the beacons, the legendary beacons? I did fix that mistake, right? Yes, I did fix this mistake. Okay, so circuits are being problematic still. This is mostly a traveling distance problem right now. Because of bot speed and everything. Because now we're really getting into, like, this base is way too big. Okay. We probably need more bots, but I don't know. This is also a charging problem. Like, obviously this is good because we have enough charging here. But I don't think that there's enough charging over here. We kind of need to fix that. Okay, let's see what we can actually... what we can get. We're having problems with a kilo. We are not able to produce that much a kilo science. I wonder what the bottleneck there is. Okay, so we're going over here to the mall, kinda. Let's start with adding some roboports here. Here, obviously, we have couples that are going here. We'll add a couple more. There's a lot of traffic in here. We have a lot of that as well. Maybe we kinda need a couple more here as well. Probably wouldn't hurt. That's the downside of the city block design that we're using right now. And we need to wait a little bit. Well, but we are doing it. This should be completely stable, right? Everything should be working full time. Not a huge fan of this. Gonna add one more here to see if that helps. What about these other ones? Yeah, no, this is not producing fully. So we're not tapping this fully either. It's a problem that we're tapping it from the same side, actually. We might have to do something about that. But we'll see how that works out. But for this 10k science per minute, of which we are actually not consuming 10k, we're consuming more like... For some reason these are not even, I don't understand why this is. But it's almost 10k, right? We are at 135k science per minute effective right now. How are we doing here? Okay, you were not able to offload all of your things, which is unfortunate. Promethium science is a little bit spicy. If we want to do... oh yeah, maybe I have a couple of these in my inventory. Actually do. So if we wanted to do this, but for the research speed, we'd need to double this amount of labs. Because then it's gonna be spicy. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for the Promethium, okay. That's fine. Okay. It looks like it's still stable though, kind of. Because this is never gonna be like a full belt, right? I'd need a 1 to 2 balancer, I think. Let's see what we have in the book. I need a... This would kinda be it, I think. Yeah, so we would replace this here with something, right? We could do that. Because the important thing, like... I think you're gonna mainly tap from... Or maybe it's not a problem. Maybe I'm just delusional that this is gonna be a problem. Right? That could totally be the case. We could do the 1 to 3 balancer if we need to. So how are we... How are we doing? Well, we should eventually be running out of this science, right? That's gonna take some time. Yeah, we have a lot of this. We have 100k extra of most of these. And even more of some of the others. So we're gonna be able to artificially... like spend more than we're making for a bit. Okay. It would be great if you didn't do the fucking... Okay. We're around 12k right now in spending, and then we're only able to make... For some reason, we're only able to make 9,000 blue science. We need to take a look at that and see what the problem is. The others seem fine, but blue, I think, is an output problem. we do a... We have a 2-to-1. I don't think we have a 2-to-1. This is a 2-to-2. I don't really want that. This is a 1-to-1. Okay. Let's see. We could do this, for example. I wonder what happens if we put like this in here. I think this might work. Probably. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's see if we can get that to do its thing. Okay, blue science is probably gonna start taking a lot from this, yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay, we can just upgrade that. The problem with this is that it's not coming out to a full belt. There's a full belt coming in, right? But it's opposite sides, which is an annoying, very annoying part of this. What if we do this? Yeah, then we can compact it. Okay, so we do this, and it should be fine. Let's see if this fixes the problem. There's a lot of stuff up here. This is also wasting the time for the bots kinda heavily. I think I'd like the construction bots to just remove this, yeah. I think that makes sense. We also kind of needed the beacons a while back. Could have done that, because we do have these science builds in here now. That can go there. Okay, so blue is also now doing above 10k, but purple is not. And I think purple is having some similar problems, right? These are not running. You are not getting any furnaces. Wait, this is not keeping up? That's wild, yo. Is that not enough bricks coming in or what? I mean, that's wild. If that's the case. Like, this is really dipping. This is not keeping up, and it is furnaces, for sure. What's the theoretical ratio here? It's very, very close, but it can't get fed completely. So it can't get fed completely. Okay. So just gonna try and do something really, really horrendous here. And see if we can just get a couple more bricks out of this build already. I think I can probably just plop this down here. That's probably fine. And yeah. So stones it's gonna go mainly down here. But I don't think we're using 2 full belts completely. No, we're not. So some of it is going to go up here, yeah? Okay, so we'll do this. And then we'll feed this from here. And hopefully, this will lead to us getting the signs. Yeah, because I fucked up the thing there, yeah, but this is only doing 5 right now. So furnaces are taking way too long to get in here, which means that we're getting a little bit left behind on that. It's not that bad though. And we're cleaning up that part. Doesn't really seem like these have any output problems anymore. We're also not really getting into 10k exactly. I would really like this to actually hit 10k. Now I think steel is gonna be a problem. We need to drag another steel belt down here. I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed. So the furnaces are making their way up, but it's taken some time. I would like to see that this is just stacking up eventually. But I'm not sure it is gonna. I think this might not be enough. I think we might need to drag another steel belt in here. could also do... This is gonna be fucking stupid, right? Let me just do this. Do the same thing here. Do this. We'll take some of the steel from this side. If we have any like leftover here, we're gonna put it into this machine, and this is gonna make a little bit more furnaces than before. But I'm pretty sure it's marginal. Really. We're dropping again, though. It's very, very inconsistent. Okay, maybe we're able to hit 10k now, or at least very close to it. Okay, we're getting closer. It's still not consistent, though. Yeah. Definitely not exactly as I want it. I can see this is briefly stopping as well, but for a different reason. Oh man. This is gonna be hard, isn't it? To get this to cram past 10k. I thought we did a pretty decent design, but the game clearly does not agree. How are we doing here? Okay, you are on your way back. It was a kind of short trip this time. How are we doing here? Not very well, apparently. We're struggling with lithium plate on a kilo. We're struggling because of the brine. Okay, I think it's probably time to do this. Do we also have... I don't think we do. I don't think we have legendary beacons here. We do have these. And I think we'll probably just put those in there. Okay, no, we don't need that either. Honestly. Okay. So we're really struggling with the brine. And you are not really struggling. This is just a kind of processing problem. We're gonna start with modules here. We're not really struggling with power right now. So we've been stuck on... We've been maxing out around 800 per minute. I'm not sure we can keep going at over 1k, but that will definitely slightly fix that. Can we make it in the other machine to get more productivity though? That is the question. Here. No. We cannot. So this is the max productivity that we can get on it. At least that part. This will be getting a lot more. Oh wait, why are we crafting this here? Still. We don't need that. So you should not have a loop with that there either. Okay. So this is not really that consistent. Oh, the rail is starting to be a problem now. Interesting. Purple science is definitely one of the not favorite sciences for me. The fact that you need to get so many materials into the same machine is really rough. At least you're getting your thing and you can produce these at a pretty decent rate, right? Okay. So you're doing about 300 per minute. And you'll be doing more now that we can get more lithium plate in. And this looks like it's gonna be kinda stable, peak around 1.1k. That's a big upgrade from what we had before, yeah? Okay. I'm really not happy about how this graph is looking. I don't know why it dips down to here suddenly. Has to be some inconsistency with steel here, I think. Do we really need to drag another steel belt in here? I mean, probably not. I genuinely don't know. See, now we did another dip. I'm really wondering about this though. It's definitely like this guy. And like now you're struggling with this. But like you're not struggling. I think the only way to improve this actually would be to either have inputs from chest, which would mean another inserter. We're not struggling with game updates by a very long shot, so I guess that would be pretty decent. I've never been a huge fan of building builds with train cargo wagons in the middle. This is actually one of the spots where I would maybe actually consider it. The amount of rail that we need is absolutely ridiculous. Like actually, like really ridiculous. Okay, these dips are not funny. We're still very, very close. Like we're 1% off, basically. Less than 1% off from 10k signs per minute. But we might have to live with this unless we can, you know, figure out an actual solution to this. I'll have to think about it. We're gonna go into research productivity and see how that goes. It's gonna drop quite significantly. And we are having some power, not problems, but it's probably time to start thinking about adding another one of those. So I wanted to design something here as well, to be honest. Let's take a legendary substation. We'll put that there. Okay. Wanted to have a little bit more firepower here. And also something that I can really see from the other side, the minimap specifically. I don't want to guess where we have the artillery. Wonder if I can write something here. I'm not good at writing with this. See if we can make an M as well. I don't know if you can kind of see boom from in a very weird way from the thing. But this should be easily placeable anywhere. To be fair. That's good. So we have that, we can move around because we're eventually gonna have to clear up here as well. And some of this to build out. Get a couple of these in here. It's been some time since we placed down landfill. Yeah, we're out of promethium, but it is coming back with not a full load of promethium, but at least a decent amount. What do we need to make this? Are you unable to shoot rockets? Is that it? You are unable to shoot rockets. Okay, so you need more. You need more rocket juice. You need more of these. What's the stack size of this? Let's do 6K. You need more rocket juice. And also, you need these. We have way more of those than anything else right now. Not than anything else, but we have a lot of those. Well, I think we're probably full on those. No, but we have 7.6K and we can make a lot, so that seems like a no-brainer to me. They don't want this to stop because of rocket parts, preferably. We'd probably also get a little bit of rocket part productivity. It's a good research to do. Okay, yeah, but now we're like going back down to almost nothing. Because we need almost nothing. This is gonna take some time. We'll see how much it is when we get the promethium to come in. Should be good. Anyway, I think this is gonna be it for this episode. I need to let the game run a little bit and see if I can find some more of the quirks that we need to fix. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.